Hello Dairy Today viewers, on behalf of the Market 360 advisory team here at Stewart-Peterson, I'm Melissa Heaney with your weekend review for November 20, 2013. Taking a closer look at your CME dairy components this week, block settled up 1.5 cents from last week at 183.5. Barrel settled down a quarter at 175.5. Butter settled up 3 at 168. Whey at 58.25, and December non-fat dry milk sold at 191.05 cents, up 5 cents from last week. Taking a closer look at Class 3 milk prices this week, November settled at $18.79, down 3 cents. December settled at $18.08, up 10 cents. And January settled at $17.32, down 4 cents. 2013 average is at $17.91, unchanged from last week. Let's take a closer look at our weekly block barrel average chart. As you can see here from the chart, we're up about 5/8 cents from last week. Overall, we had pretty strong selling interest in the barrels, and today some buyers finally stepped in and we had 2 loads trading hands. Blocks was pretty much a mixed picture, and Tuesday we had some bids on the block with 0 selling interest. Then Wednesday we had some more selling interest with 1 load trading hands, and then today buying interest was pretty strong, but we had no sellers stepping in. In summary, this week we had 1 load that traded hands in the blocks and 2 loads that traded hands in the barrels. Let's take a closer look at our second month Class 3 milk chart. Monday through Wednesday we saw quite a bit of loss, and by Wednesday we were down about 21 cents. With the buying interest in the blocks that we saw on Thursday, that was pretty supportive of milk prices, and we saw milk take back those losses from earlier this week and was up 32 cents on the day. That leaves our December milk price up 9 cents from last week. So let's take a closer look at the fundamental news for this week. October milk production was released on Tuesday and came in at 16.425 billion pounds for the month of October. As you can see here now, it's about the second month in a row where we have seen production up about 1% from last year. October puts us now at a total of 7 out of the 10 months this year where milk production has been higher than last year. On a year-to-date perspective, milk production has grown by about 0.5% from 2012. It is now the second month in a row that we have been receiving updated herd numbers and productivity per cow numbers. Taking a closer look at October's productivity per cow, as you can see here from the chart, the yellow line represents averages from 1998 to 2009. The red chart represents averages from 2007 to 2009. The blue chart then represents 2012, and the purple chart represents 2013. As you can see here, 2013, the last 4 months, the productivity per cow has been pretty impressive. October came in at 1,727 pounds per cow, and this is normalized to a 30-day month. Historically, you can see that productivity per cow typically bottoms around the month of October. However, this year's tracking pretty closely to 2012, where we have bottomed in September and now should see numbers increasing as we go through the end of the year. So now let's take a closer look at the October cow numbers. October herd count for this week is down 3,000. October cow numbers for the month are down 3,000 from September. They came in at 9.202 million head. As you can see here from the chart, that we were about 20,000 head increase from January to July and now have dropped about 40,000 head from January into October. From a year perspective, this puts us down about 16,000 head on the year. The current head size is smaller than 2011, but as you can see from the chart, we're still holding higher than 2012 by about 13,000 head. Weekly cow slaughter this week came in at 61,146 head. As you can see, last week we poked below that 60,000 count and now have reached back above that. Again, tracking pretty closely to 2011, but as you can see here in the chart, we are about the 6th week in a row now where we have come in below 2012 numbers. On a year-to-date note, we are just over about 2.7 million cows that have been culled, which is up about 1.57% from this time last year. Let's take a closer look at what we have coming ahead next week. We have the dairy products report out on Wednesday and the weekly cow slaughter report out on Thursday. On behalf of Stewart-Peterson, I'm Melissa Heaney, and have a wonderful weekend.